Okay guys, check this out. Now, we're not going to lift it off yet. We're just testing our contraption. But this is what we did. A couple 2x4s across. Got a block in the middle here, just on the edge. And then where the chain bolts in on the engine hoist, we took that out and put a longer bolt through. Welcome to Brown's Rod and Custom, your home for street rods, muscle cars, and Volkswagen content. This is my dad, Big Ron. He's our body man and fabricator. This is my beautiful wife, Megan, our editor-in-chief and supporter. And this is me, Adam, the designer and mechanic for our projects. If you find our videos helpful, like and subscribe for more content. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Brown's Rod and Custom. Happy Sunday. It's October 5th. It's about 10:50 in the morning. And we are back on the Apache. And it could actually be a very big day, so stay tuned for this. So let me show you what we got going on. So this is our Sea-Doo cart. It's a cart for a Sea-Doo. We want to transform this cart into a cart that can actually hold this cab, right? So we're going to try to do that. So the idea is to try to get this cab off the frame. We'll try to do it today. We'll see where it goes. If it ain't today, it'll be tomorrow. And try to figure this out. But we're at a point where we can do the bodywork and stuff we need to do on the cart. And I need to get on the frame really, really, really bad. So it's going to be an interesting day. We'll probably have to lift the frame up, jack up the frame, put the wheels and tires back on it, and roll it outside because we don't have the height in here to lift this off. We'll probably do that right here in the driveway. We got a full regiment of cars everywhere, but could be interesting. Weather is somewhat cooperating so far, so that's in our favor. So really, it's all about making this cart, right? That's kind of the idea here. So get the cart to where it'll actually hold the truck cab and not fall over. And find a way where we can actually maybe even bolt the truck cab through the body mount, the cab mounts, onto boards that are on this and kind of make it one unit. That's the thought process here. So see where we get. We've also been working in here, guys, working in here. We added a light up underneath here, which has made all the difference in the world right here. Probably going to add another one right there at some point underneath of this here. Get that going. Looking at building like shelves or buying metal shelves or something for up here to just keep all the dust and everything off of all this stuff. But that's down the road. We got our new cabinet. I don't know if you guys have seen this or not. This is our new, me and Ron went to Northport, which is about 20 minutes south of Sarasota, down by Port Charlotte. And picked this up from a guy for 50 bucks, believe it or not. And look, just, I mean, this is it. All aluminum, great cabinet. It's got everything we need. We got all of our stuff in it. All of this was here and here. Crazy. Because what was going to happen is, you know, at some point you get a fire, right? I mean, you don't get lucky every day. You know, and we were trying to avoid a fire, be as safe as possible, and so on. But that's a really good cabinet, really well-built cabinet on wheels. So that cabinet's 36 inches wide, 17 inches deep, 53 inches high. All aluminum, fantastic. Heavy duty as well. So got that. We continue with lighting like under here and these here and stuff like that. Just trying to keep pushing this garage farther and farther. But for right now, we're going to put all that on hold and figure this cart out. So this can go there. And then I can go here. And then me and you can sit here and just tear this frame apart and get it where it needs to be. And then we can take it down to bare metal. We can OSPO it and metal condition it Then we can epoxy prime it. We are 11 days, boys, 11 days away from ordering our Hiatt's Mustang 2 front suspension for the front of this. And if this is the first time you've seen or heard of that, we are going with the Hyatt Mustang 2 on the front. It's going to be the cross member, the boxing plates, the C-notch plates that actually have to be welded into the frame for the clearance of the power steering rack. It's going to have power steering, rack extenders, front sway bar, tubular control arms, 2-inch drop spindles, coil springs with Pete and Jake shocks, and it'll have the Willwood 11-inch brake kit on the front with the 4-piston red calipers and the braided brake lines and all the stuff that goes with that. It'll be their rotors with the caliper brackets and all that kind of stuff from Willwood. So should be a really good looking kit for this, and should be awesome and pair really well with our LS we're going to put in this down the road here the next couple months. So really excited about that. It will, for those of you wondering, so it looks like it's sitting on the ground because it is. It's sitting on the drums, but it's going to sit pretty similar to that 40 Ford ride height wise. So that 40 Ford is 5 inches off the ground at the nose. Now I'm not saying we'll be 5 inches off the ground at the nose. That has that weird nose on the front of it. It's kind of weird, hangs down a little farther, but we'll be in that world. And so we'll be pretty close to this for ride height, I think, somewhere in that world, which will be kind of exciting. So stay tuned for all this. I'm going to help Big Ron. We're going to figure this out and get rocking and rolling here, guys. Thanks for watching. If you're watching this, please like and subscribe. We will be live today, somewhere between 3 and 6. And we'll try to do that every day, or as many days as we possibly can. And roll on. Big Ron's measuring to see what size board he needs to go across. It's going to be interesting, guys. Stay tuned for this. I'll film all of it. Okay, boys, you just watched us remove the doors. That's how simple that goes. Got the doors off, got the inside cleaned out, got the center panel here out because there's no reason for that to be in there. Now, we got the doors over here. One's on the rack, one's just sitting here for now. Now, the next step in this is probably to jack it up, put the wheels back on it, and get those wheels and tires back on here and back on the, well, I can't put them on the rollers. Get it back on the 4 wheels here, and from there I need to watch a video of a guy that did this just to verify a couple things. And thank God for YouTube, right? It's fantastic. And then we're gonna start figuring this out. So Ron's been measuring. He's got a pretty good idea of the box he wants to build on here. Might be a trip to Lowe's. Probably will be a trip to Lowe's before it's over. And we'll sit here and build a box. And honestly, this is where this gets, it's going very quick right now, but it's going to slow down for a second, right? Because we got to build the box, and then we got to get this outside, and there's a million little things that have to happen, right? So we got to be very, very, very careful not to hurt this cab when we lift it up. So, and we've never lifted this cab up the way we're going to do it with the engine hoist. That's all new stuff. So, could be interesting, but we'll see where we get. But that's where we're at. Right now, we are doing, doors are off. I'm gonna get the wheels and tires on, and then we'll kind of go down that road. So stay tuned, guys. Be back here in a second, and we'll we'll start playing with this. All right, guys, wheels and tires are back on. Now, we gotta figure out what we're building. So we gotta build that cart next. So that's kind of the next thing. I'm gonna watch that video on how that guy brings the engine hoist in through here and up. Make sure that we're not gonna hurt anything. But yeah, we're back on all four paws. I cannot stress to you how much I will be happy to never see it on this suspension again. It has to go. Like, I don't mind a truck sitting like a truck, but this truck needs to be low and mean. And that's where I want it. With it sitting on the ground, it was getting close to where I wanted it, which was pretty cool to see. So hopefully here in a minute, we'll start figuring this out, and we're gonna take a break for a second and then get right back on this and start building the cart. So stay tuned. We'll show you what we do here so you guys can do it at home if you want, and what's required and all the things. We'll be back here in a minute. Thanks for watching, guys. Be right back. Okay, guys, check this out. Now, we're not gonna lift it off yet. We're just testing our contraption. But this is what we did. A couple 2x4s across. Got a block in the middle here, just on the edge. And then where the chain bolts in on the engine hoist, we took that out and put a longer bolt through these two 2x4s here. And you got the sports, and it runs all the way across. Now this action here allows this whole thing to pivot. So as we go up, it'll go up straight. It should anyway. So Big Ron right now is looking to pull the cab bolts out, and then we're gonna try just see what happens. And so that's that. So that's kind of how we did that, guys. I think if you're gonna lift the cab off, this might be a really good answer for you. Pretty cheap. So far it works. This is what you're looking at here. So I don't know. We'll find out here in a minute. So far so good. We got welding gloves stuck in top here just to give it some protection where we did the body work, just so we try not to hurt anything. Now the next phase of this is clearly this has to come outside, pull all this out, but we got to get the cart figured out. So that's the next step of this. So we're gonna figure out the cart and then figure out this whole dealio. So should be interesting. But anyways, guys, I just wanted to show you this. Neighbors love us, and we're just gonna keep rocking here. So we'll be back in a second, guys. Guys, here we are. So we got the cab off the frame, and our contraption worked out great. Definitely, if you guys are going to try to take a cab off, make one of those. It works fantastic. Now, also, I'm happy to report Sea-Doo cart works great. The answer to this, to make this easy, is to cut a 4x4 the right width between your mounts and screw it in from the top. Basically cab mount it to the 4x4 and then set the cab down on the Sea-Doo cart, and then use a couple brackets to secure it. Works perfect. Rolls good, good ride height, good work height. Everything's great with it. So got that off. Make a 4x4 frame too. Yeah, and you could easily make a 4x4 frame as well, but this was our way and it was super easy. Now we're to here. This guy. So we're gonna have a whole lot of fun tomorrow. So tomorrow we're gonna start tearing all the suspension off of this thing. Get this thing down to a bare frame and really start moving in that direction. There is an absolute ton of work to do. There's a lot of scraping of undercoating. There's a lot of grinding and nasty shit and bowering and all the things, but it's gonna be fun. We're gonna torch, we're gonna cut, we're gonna do all the cool guy things that this fucker's gonna require to get this stuff off. Because I'm pretty sure this suspension's never been off other than maybe the shocks, ever. So it's gonna be interesting. We'll get all this kind of stuff off of here. Don't need any of this kind of stuff. All of it's gonna go away. This stuff here, I mean, we don't need it, right? So should be very, very interesting. These brackets will come off, the rear suspension, all of this stuff, the e-brake stuff. I mean, I might keep that there because it might come in handy with the e-brake for the disc brakes on the rear, but we shall see. But yeah, a lot of work to do, guys. So we are 11 days away. Let me repeat, 11 days, basically 10 days away from ordering our Mustang 2 front suspension. Said it'll take 5 to 7 days to get here, which means by the end of this month, I want Mustang 2 in this truck, in this frame. Ron's gonna keep dialing the cab over here and the doors, get us where we need to be in the bedsides, and we're just gonna keep on keeping on this thing and get where we need to get. So this build is going to get a whole lot more interesting literally right now. So buckle up, boys. Stay tuned. We're getting into the fun stuff. We will be dragging our 9-inch Ford rear end out here sooner than later once we get this one out of the way. Mustang 2 will go in, all the things. It's going to be a lot of fun. We'll be getting an LS here around the first of the year, getting that in here. I mean, just a whole lot of things going to happen. Once we get the cab back on, once the frame's epoxied and all the suspension's there and we're where we need to be, we drop the engine and transmission in, we put the cab back on it. If it all fits up, well, then we start painting things. We paint the frame, we paint all the suspension parts, we get all that done, plumb everything, ready to go. Paint the firewall, put the cab back on this thing, paint the bottom of the cab, get all that done, and then we're just dealing with this. And this will be pretty much where it needs to be. And we'll be figuring out steering, brakes, all of those things that mount to the firewall, and AC, all the cool stuff. And it's just gonna come together. Wiring, all the things, glass. And next thing you know, we're gonna have us a finished truck. And that's the exciting part. But we had to do this to get to there. So there's still a lot of work to do. There's a lot of suck. None of this is gonna be a lot of fun. But when it's done, it'll be worth it. So stay tuned, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you're enjoying this. Please like and subscribe. Hope you guys are checking out our live streams. If you wanted to actually see us take this off the frame, check out the live stream. It's actually a video on here. You'll be able to watch us do that and how we did everything. And you'll be able to see all that too. So thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate y'all. We will see you guys in the morning.